Dave, we'll start with Tyler Glasnow. Just when you kind of look at how this game started for him, and especially there in that third inning, what was just the telling factor for you that either stuff had kind of gotten out of command or just the issues he was having with the mound?
I do think that he was having trouble with the mound. He was having trouble with the rosin because of the conditions, and he just couldn't, reset and kind of regroup to kind of slow the game down, and it just went sideways on us.
Mm-hmm. As much as it kind of felt like after that grand slam, things really could have gone the Phillies' ways for this team to fight back, though, in this one. Just what does it say about this group as you guys continuously put yourselves in positions to find ways to win?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I feel really good about. I mean, a takeaway from this game. Obviously, you never want to lose a game or a series, but, the way we kept competing and gave us, like you said, gave ourselves a chance to win, and it just didn't work out. But, yeah, we put ourselves behind the eight ball today. But it was good as the way we fought back, and I thought we made some big plays defensively. Kike being one of them, made some pitches with the relievers late that, kept those guys at bay somewhat. And but, yeah, we just the game, they made plays when they needed to. The big hit by Castellanos obviously was a big blow, too.
With Tyler, obviously, he seemed pretty frustrated with just the conditions out there. How much of the struggles that inning do you think were the actual conditions versus things maybe kind of getting in his head or just kind of dealing with the frustration of, trying to settle down out there?
I think probably a combo, but I mean, the weather, it's a factor. Every pitcher that took the mound today had to deal with it, and it's unfortunate, but we still got to find ways to, we still walked 10 guys today, and they didn't walk anywhere near that, and it's tough to win a game when you walk 10 guys. It really is, and so I think probably, the things that I mentioned earlier, that it probably bled into some mechanical things, but again, you still got to find a way to reset and try to, minimize some damage and put the ball in play. But we just couldn't do that today.
Kind of a crazy series in the sense that you're maybe a couple plays away from taking all three.
Yeah, we were. But I think they could probably say the same thing. So it's two evenly matched teams. They're a good ball club over there. And you could tell the urgency that, Rob was managing over there. And we wanted it too. So two evenly matched teams, good series. And we just didn't do some fundamental things well today, whether it be on the pitching side, on the defensive side, the base running side, to give us a chance to win a series.
I'm not 100% sure on Rube, but I think you can get them put down and dry on the mound in the middle of an inning. Was that something that you guys thought about during that stretch?
No, because it wasn't like he was slipping. It's like, that's one thing where it's like if he's slipping, but it wasn't the slipping. It was he just didn't feel like he could get a grip on the baseball, and obviously it's kind of raining, and yeah.
Teoscar, you talk about the job he did today with the bat and the offense he provided for you today.
Yeah, I can't say enough about Teo. He just doesn't kind of let any type of performance, whether it be in a game previously, affect the at bat of the game following. And so today he pretty much single-handedly kept us in this one.
What did you see from Andy, that read on Harper's double in the seventh that kind of started that rally?
Yeah, he took a bad read. It was a line drive hit hard. I think he broke in and then broke towards right field, and then at that point in time he was beat by the baseball. So it was just a tough read. Yeah.
What happened with Blake Snell?
He started his bullpen and experienced some soreness, and so we're going to evaluate him and see how it looks for Tuesday, but doesn't look promising.
He's on the IL.
Is he on the IL? Yeah, so I didn't know they put him on the IL.
Yeah, when was the bullpen?
Today. He threw a bullpen today, and some soreness, and so we just felt that right there, you're going to miss a start, so we can backdate to 3 days, and so I'm sure we're going to bring some. I don't know who we're bringing, but yeah. So somebody's going to make, obviously, someone will make his start on Tuesday.
Is this something he's been dealing with?
Not to my knowledge, no. I think 2 starts, if you're going to, go on the IL, given where we're at in the season, I think 2 is certainly the floor, and we'll kind of go from there.
Is he going to go back to LA for some testing?
He's going to go to D.C. with us, as I understand it, and then he'll travel with us.
Does it feel at all like last year here you are piecing together a rotation for the Washington series?
Yeah, I didn't expect it. One day we feel pretty good where we're at, and then a day later, you're kind of scrambling a little bit. But that's part of the marathon of a major league season. So it's ironic that it seems to always land in D.C.
How did you kind of, get the idea that it was serious enough to act now with Blake?
I just think that if you're not going to be able to finish your bullpen, it's pretty much is a tell-all to then kind of nip whatever is going on in his arm.